do the same. The sages teach us that the greatest chesed, the greatest kindness that one can ask, that one can give to another depends on the person's circumstance. If the person that you want to do kindness with has died, you can do mitzvot for them, especially support kiruv, support Torah in their name. There's nothing greater in the world that you can do for someone that has died than to support kiruv in their name, because you're not only doing a mitzvah that goes to their account, which could also go to yours as well. You don't just do it in their name, you do it in their name, but also to your merit. A mitzvah is like fire. No matter how many other fires you light with that fire, the original fire stays the same. But not only can you do your grandfather, your grandmother, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, whoever you love, a great kindness by investing into something good, but when you invest into kiruv specifically, you're giving them a spiritual investment, a spiritual stock, if you will, that only goes higher forever. Because every single mitzvah that money will bring, where you invest X amount of money, you want to invest 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, whatever it is, that money is used to help people do tshuva, to give lectures like this, to do events, to publicize books and USBs and all types of material to help people get closer to Hashem, keep Shabbat, keep family purity, abandon their wicked ways, and so on. Every single mitzvah that person does goes to your account, goes to that loved one's account. Now they get married, they encourage their family to also do tshuva, to also keep the Torah and mitzvot. Their mitzvot also go to your account and your loved one's account. They get married, they produce a family, they continue keeping the ways of Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. All of their mitzvot also go to your and your loved one's account. In so many words, if you invest into the right place that actually produces Baalei Tshuva, and they use that money to actually produce Baalei Tshuva, and not just simply to buy more houses, and not just simply to buy more watches, but they actually use the money to help people do tshuva, they use the money to help people learn Torah, then your spiritual account has an investment in it that never stops going higher. You have done a kindness to your loved one that literally cannot be matched by anything else. Now, if you want to do a kindness, to someone else, you want to do a kindness to another fellow in the world, another woman, another man in the world, then you have to do the kindness of emet, which is you have to tell them the truth about the will of Hashem to get them to do tshuva. Disregard their lack of interest, lack of anything else. Tell them what HaKadosh Baruch Hu says. How? Share these lectures. Don't speak to them, share with them. Why? Because if you speak to them, they'll feel more times than not intimidated that you are perhaps maybe talking down to them, or at least that would be their perspective. They remember you before you did tshuva, or you've been frum your whole life and they left the way, and they feel like maybe you think you're better than them. The best thing to do is to give them a lecture, to give them one of the videos, one of the films we've done, and watch it together with them. If you can't watch it together with them, send it to them once, twice a week. And you'll see that chesed and emet that Yaakov is talking about, that's being given to a fellow Jew that's out there, a fellow human that's out there, will bring fruits. Now, There's no guarantee of success with every single person, and especially not on day one. But if you make Kiruv your number one priority in your life, aside from learning Torah, your success will be exponentially higher than you could ever imagine. Now, what if a person wants to do chesed with himself, wants to do kindness with himself? Then, of course, they themselves have to apply the emet to themselves, the truth to themselves. Learn the Torah, follow the Torah, abandon all of the wicked ways that are against the Torah. But also, they have to appreciate and value the Torah by fulfilling the mitzvah of Zeh li ve'anveu. This is my God and I will glorify Him. Making sure that all of their tools that they need to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu are the best they possibly be. Whether it's the tefillin, or it's the mezuzah, or it's the talit, tzitzit, etrog, lulav, your Shabbat clothes, your different things that you need for Shabbat, to light the candles, the candelabra, the Hanukkah menorah, all of these things should be the best that you can afford. Why? Because if you have tefillin that you got at bar mitzvah, but now you're no longer 13, you're more like 33 or 43. I could assure you that in Shemaim, when you put on tefillin, nothing is shaking. No one says in Shemaim, oh, look at this guy. He's really happy to put on tefillin. Why? He's not even willing to spend a couple of $1,000s on tefillin. He's still using the tefillin that he got from his Ima and Abba 20, 30 years ago. It's a complete disgrace when you see men that make a decent living, and in some cases even millions, but they're not willing to spend a couple of $1,000s on a good pair of tefillin. Why? Simply, they say, listen, I already have one. They still work. Yeah, but if you have a pair of sneakers, you never say, listen, I don't need another pair of sneakers because the one I have works. If you have a car, you don't say, I don't need another new car, the newer model of BMW and Mercedes and whatever other brands that are out there, because the little Subaru that I have still works. No. What do you say? You want the best. You want the best car, the best watch, the best shoes, the best suit, the best house, the best everything. Except when it comes to tefillin. Worst yet is when people spend $500,000, $1 million or more that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave them to buy a house. You tell them, listen, you need to put a mezuzah on each place. Oh no, we have some from our old house. Well, first of all, you can't take the mezuzah from your old house until another Jew moves in there and replaces them with his mezuzot, or a goy moves in there and then you can take your mezuzot. Until then, you have to leave the mezuzot there, which means you have to get new mezuzot.